Dionne Adessa, the influencer.
You are locked into Busy Radio 103.3 FM. This is the Connect to Jam show. I am Dionne Adessa. After the PSAs, I have a nice little surprise for you. A lady by the name of Empress Ayana, founder of Onyx Restorative Justice. She is a rebelite. Justice. Justice, we said. Stay tuned for this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this one. Mr. Radio presents to you pre-Valentine's affair. And this one goes on Saturday, February 11th.
Inside the Western Deal Social Club. This phone room.
33 Farm Main Street. Unforgettable to come. You'll be musically entertained by Art
And
Lex.
Slade from Sparkles.
Roses for all ladies. Open at 9 o'clock sharp. Party goes from 3 o'clock in the morning.
Admission $15.
And we be jamming to some songs like this. We be cruising and grinding to some songs like this. And like this. What about this? It's gonna be pandemonium. You can't miss this one. It's going down inside the Western End Social Club. It's all about the pre-Valentine's affair. So be there or be nowhere.
Sponsored by Busy Radio.
The West Indian Social Club of Hartford present to you Super Tour February 5th, 2017. You know, so you're gonna watch it live on a 120-inch TV. Same big TV. You will open at 5 p.m. until this room. Same, then for those of the Patriots versus the Falcon, come and watch your TV win. Same, and you don't know, say food out of the alcohol, everything out of this was forward. The TV free, and you don't know, say the drinks and the food, the blood, and all the money. No boyfriends in New England District Encampment presented Red and White Affair. And this is happening on Saturday, February 11th at the Mechanics Temple, turning 363 Main Street in Oxford. From 6 p.m. onto with lots of food and refreshment. Music by Patrick Power. For more information, give PC the lowest club a call at 860-462-4355. That's 860-462-4355. So don't forget about this one. The New England District Encampment Red and White Affairs. Saturday, February 11th at the Mechanics Temple, 363 Main Street in Rockford. Make this holiday and don't be late.
Mr. McKay's More Than Salad City Bashman Birthday Celebration on Sunday, February 19th, hosted by the hitmaker from Jamaica, Conscious.
February 19th, still a Bashman celebration. The girl never gonna wind down and broke off your man. Broke off your man. Broke off your. I know the Conscious is gonna be there. Yeah, hosting settings.
And performing live, Ricky May and Alexis Rose. Sunday, February 19th, Steve Bashman's birthday celebration. The Element of Elegance, the Aquarian Pisces Affair. Milk River, 960 Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn. Complimentary breakfast will be served at 4 a.m. On the first floor, it's 100% soca with DJ Yo Chow and DJ Big Ree. The second floor is 100% reggae with Steve Bashman, Massive B, OC Dread, and Energy Squad. Advance tickets are $30 and available on Eventbrite.com and at Mr. McKay's More Than Salad. For further information, call 347-770-8036.
Listen to Busy Radio live on your smartphone by downloading the app or dial 213-493-0165 in the U.S. and 0203-519-0490 in the U.K. on TuneIn Radio or at www.busyradio.com.
Woohoo! We are on fire in here, everybody. This is the Connect Jam show on Busy Radio, and I have a phenomenal black empress in the building right now by the name of, tell them your name, love.
Empress Ayana Nadira. Peace, everybody. Peace, Hartford. Everybody who could hear in the UK, all across the globe. Peace to everybody.
Yes. So this is a community connection segment of Busy Radio and the Connect to Jam show. So you don't know, we like to bring to you things that's going on within your community, services that you can enjoy and take, not advantage of, but well, whatever, take advantage of it, innit? Like just do it and everything else. So there's a lot about this woman, and I'm trying to just sum it up in my head, but just some things you just can't shorten or condense, right? So can you just give a list of your services first?
Okay, so some of the services that I offer private fitness classes in my home, dance fitness, Yana's Twerk Work fitness classes in my home. I also, I'm a certified holistic health consultant, so I offer holistic health services as well in my private home office, and that's in Norwalk, Connecticut. As well, I offer advocacy services, so if women or whomever, but really I service women of color, and if they need a okay, I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted. But I also offer grievances, strengthening, helping women to create grievances and to strengthen them if they feel that they're being discriminated against and they're in place of employment. Which is something that a lot of people don't offer and is necessary and a skill that we all should have.
So just to be clear, you're based in Norwalk, Connecticut, but
yes.
Obviously you travel.
I do
because
travel.
You're here in Hartford.
Yes.
So don't let the Norwalk thing distract you
yes.
or deter you. She travels. And there are all of her services we can all benefit from. I would like to start with two specifically for our listeners here in Hartford and the Busy Radio Connect to Jam listeners. There are two to begin with, which are the one, you are a sexual assault counselor?
Yes.
And then you are also and then you're also the justice thing. What is that thing where you stand up for people in the workplace?
Well, yes, like I said, I do advocacy. So as I was saying, if there are women who feel like they're being discriminated against in their place of employment, or there's something that they feel like they need to stand for on behalf, or maybe survivors, whoever they might even be working for, whatever. So I help them to put it in words, the things that they are trying to obtain, like justice efforts or whatever it may be. So yeah, that's definitely something that I offer.
Okay, so there you have it. And in case you just looking in now, tuning in onto Busy Radio 103.3 FM, this is Empress Dionne Adessa.
Yes.
And this is obviously the Connected Jam Show. I am Dionne Adessa. And Empress Dionne has many, many services to offer to, especially, can we just touch upon that? To whom? People of color?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is that a right term for you, people of color?
I mean, yeah, black people, people of color, people who identify as that. Whatever that encompasses, for the person who identifies with it,
Right.
Basically, yeah, I feel like our community is neglecting our health in a lot of ways, and that we need to be empowered and with things and strategies for taking back our power, and part of that is loving who we are, and having it to be motivated from the inside out. So
yes. All right, so again, we're gonna get back to some of my favorite services, which are the sexual assault counselors, which so many women, we need some type of direction and guidance, especially within the West Indian community where there's a stigma. And, it's kind of like swept under the rug type thing. And then also the services that you do for employment. So I would like to get back to that. However, how would you best describe every person that comes on my show so that the audience can just have some type of clue or idea? Just give you and your services 3 words for us to get an idea of. Just describe yourself with 3 words to begin.
I would say communication. Strengthening. I would say justice, of course. I would say health. And is that it? Just 3?
Yeah. Can we? Go on if you want to.
Well, because I could go on and on. There's just so many ways to describe. I feel like what I do.
Yes. Okay. So for the person listening now, you take it away. What do you want to say? How do you want to give back? How do you want to help this community here and just keep things back? To keep it within our own people.
Well, I just feel like a lot of how we see the world and things around us is within a paradigm that I feel like doesn't represent us or put us in a position of power that we can be in. A lot of the things that we see and we experience in the world, a lot of times, like if you're taking in a lot of your information, say from media and things like that, a lot of the information is pre-digested, so you don't get the option to be able to think like outside of the box a lot of times if you just typically look to basic media. So basic, like my framework and where I come from is that I want to give people an alternative to some of the things and ways that you might be accustomed to thinking, breaking those barriers and things like that, and really empowering ourselves and to know that we have the power, like we give our power away every day, every minute, every second. And, I just basically got real tired of giving away my power. And, I began standing up for myself for the many different areas in life I saw myself having to struggle or fight or whatever it may be. And I said, you know what? No, I'm going to claim my space in this world. I'm going to be as I am no matter where I am. And people just won't have to deal with it. And that's what I want to teach other people to do, especially women of color, because, no matter what you've gone through, whether it's been, early childhood sexual assault or violence or abuse, whatever one would like to call it, no matter if, you are the child of somebody that's been addicted to drugs or, no matter what your experiences have been as a youth, like today you have the power to do the things that you want to do and need to do in your life. And I let nobody tell me that I can't do anything. I do what I want. And I do it how I want. So, that has really empowered me, like I said, to want to spread that love, to the community and that fire, because, a lot of us just, we hold on to a lot of stigmas that we do not have to. Like we go through many things to help build us to be where we are today. And, I'm just really grateful, for a lot of, my experiences. I grew up here, in Hereford and things like that. I've lived in foster homes. I've lived in shelters and different things of that sort as a youth, or whatever. So I've had experiences. Like I know what it feels like, to be down on yourself and not know who you are. And, it's been a process and a journey. So I'm here, to assist people on their journey, to be healthy and well and at peace.
Okay, so what it sounds like, and obviously, definitely correct me if I'm wrong, just sum up everything that you said. Basically, Babylon has a hold on so many of our minds that keep us trapped day to day, and also takes away our own power, whether it is by us not having enough confidence, or being stressed out, depressed, or just wondering what is going to happen with your life. You're saying that you have been through the same things, especially from being from Hartford. However, you got to a point where you was just like, forget all of that. Forget all of that rubbish, forget all of that stuff that's holding you back. And you just became brave enough to, 1, accept you, and to 2, step out as you, and to 3, make a difference.
Absolutely.
And that difference are am I saying that right? Are the services that you offer. And again, the services that Empress Ayana offers, we have a list of them, which we will give you the website and the blog and the social media connections and all of that to stay in touch with her. She is a woman that has found her own power, and not really found it, it's basically becoming in alignment with it, embracing it, because we all have that power. We have to embrace that power, and especially today, 2017, do I have to say what is going on? I don't think so. But with all of the fear that's going on, there's no man or no woman that can take away your strength. No matter what position that they're in, no matter what chair they're in, no matter what title that they have. And this is why Empress Nadira is here today. So we have the Onyx Restorative Justice,
Yes.
which is the umbrella
Yes.
for everything that you do.
Yes.
Now, once you have the twerk work fitness classes
Yes.
where we just twerk it up, and
Yes.
but you know what, twerking is not just an American thing, which has become like not saturated, but they've taken away the value of twerking and made it
Yes.
a bit
And sexualized it.
yes,
Yeah.
but it comes from African dancing.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're just embracing that.
Yes.
So that's what she offers there, and she offers she's a sexual abuse counselor. How does that work?
Well, basically, I became certified in 2007 to be a sexual assault counselor, and I offer services to women, spiritual counseling and healing services in my home. So if women feel like, and this me speaking about it right now might be triggering to a lot of women, and there are resources out there that women can access, different, there's actually even some sexual assault crisis programs in Connecticut that, women can access, but, I'm just speaking to my women specifically, women of color, but, you can go and access your services wherever, but yes, that's something that I offer in my home, and, so we talk about, because a lot of times women don't even realize you might be coming in for one thing and don't even realize that you're dealing with something that's deeper. And so, I'm there, for women when that comes to be, or when they realize it and then they need someone to speak with that, can understand.
Now, can you do phone consultation?
Oh, absolutely,
phone?
yes.
Okay.
We can do phone
It doesn't have to be in
consultations.
person?
No, it does not necessarily have
Okay.
to be in person. Absolutely not. We could definitely do it over the phone.
Yeah.
And, so I try to be as flexible as possible, and even, we could do probably, I don't have FaceTime because I don't have like an iPhone, but we can do some video, conferences over Facebook and, things like that, so.
Okay, perfect. And then next, what, and talk about that work thing, please. Like, listen to this. Ayana basically advocates for individuals who believe they've been taken advantage of within the workplace, but don't know how to speak up for themselves.
Yes.
And I like this one because I've been there so many times. And I'm gonna shut up now. Just
Okay, I just wanted to say first that all my services are 100% confidential. So if you come and you speak with me, I mean anything that we talk about does not leave that room. So I just wanted to make that clear.
Nice.
But as far as the employment or advocacy services rather that I offer, well, I've worked in a 9-to-5 job. I've had to deal with a lot of very oppressive situations that I basically was like, I'm not having it, and, after a while you be trying to talk to people, you try to be nice, you try to explain yourself, try to this, try to that, but what I found is there are a lot of unwritten expectations in the workforce. So you going in and you thinking you doing your job, and then before you know it, hear somebody come talking about, oh, you didn't do this way. That's an unwritten expectation, because I should have known that from the beginning.
Okay, so what you're saying is, if someone approaches you at your job, place of work, and they are accusing you of doing something that you were unaware of, check to see if it's written down.
Or that you're not doing.
Or you're not doing.
Right.
Basically, the tip that you would give the audience, the listeners now, is if you're in a place of work and something goes wrong, go straight to the handbook.
Yes,
Is that it?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes. They should definitely be checking their handbook to make sure that those things are listed. But a lot of times, like I said, there are a lot of gaps, a lot of things that don't get covered, in the handbooks. And everybody's handbook is going to be a little bit different because everybody's job is a little bit different, so, but everybody's handbook probably should be different, but everybody's different with dealing with the same handbook. So sometimes that can be very frustrating and complicated for people. So, that's one of the things you might feel like you're not being heard, in your place of employment, like you're, being oppressed, like micromanaged, different things like that, and say, you don't feel like it's warranted, or, whatever. Like, you have a right to speak up for yourself. Like, I'm all about that. I used to be really scared, like, before I went into meetings with my supervisor, hands all clammy, like, just mad nervous, and, like, what the hell? Like, excuse me, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but, like, what? I mean, so I just feel like that's absolutely ridiculous, and that's something we choose to deal with. It's not something that we have to deal with.
So we can have a voice in the workplace.
Yes,
is
absolutely.
what you're saying. If you're one of those that feel like they don't have the voice in the workplace, reach out to Empress Ayana.
Yes, absolutely.
And the spelling of her name is just Empress, Empress, and Ayana is Ayana.
Yes.
Nadira,
Yes.
Nadira. Connect
Yes.
with her on social media, follow her blog, do whatever you can do to just, just keep or start the journey of empowerment and just getting your strength back, getting back to our roots, our culture. This is what Connect to Jam is here, to keep that power within us, that community. And guests like Ayana is here to share with you her services in order to do so. So now we're coming up, we're wrapping up, Ayana. So just add, for us to just get that quality of, who you are, what you stand for. Just give us some few words and your contact.
Yes, absolutely. And I also just wanted to say real quick, I do offer empowerment workshops to the community that do discuss and go over some of the topics that we talked about today, like strengthening self-advocacy skills, leadership, exploring barriers to wholeness, 8 dimensions of wellness, strengthening emotional intelligence, so I have quite a few workshops that...
emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Can you just explain what that is to people that don't know?
Basically, emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize feelings and emotions within yourself as well as those in other people. And, it's interconnected with self-awareness and things of that sort. So,
and I just want to blab off of
I love
But
that.
guess what? Emotional intelligence has come out to be a strong indicator of success versus IQ, which is the intelligent quotient. You know how people say, oh yeah, like Albert Einstein has a high IQ, so he's like the smartest man in the world. However, a person that didn't quite go to school, who did not graduate, who didn't, for some reason just never complete school, is not out of the box anymore. Like if you have a high emotional intelligence score, whatever factor, you actually are better off in life than those people with just the book smarts.
Yes.
And the streets do that a lot. Create that emotional intelligence, knowing how to work with your emotions, knowing all of that stuff. But yeah, I can just go on. I'm gonna have you back and we're gonna talk about emotions.
Yes. I want to talk about that. Yeah, because that's like one of my passions, like communication, and that's a very big piece of that. So, definitely I would love to come back and speak about those things. And, so my website is www.onyx, ONYX, restorative, RESTORATIVE, justice, JUSTICE.US. That's onyxrestorativejustice.us. My blog is Yana B. Knowin, and that's YANAB, BE, Knowin.
Ayana B. Knowin.
Yes, KNOWIN.com, Yana B. Knowin. So you could go check out some of my writing there. I actually am going to be putting a piece up about the strengthening emotional intelligence next. So, it takes me time to write these things. But yes, so yeah, hit me up if you need if you're looking to improve your health and wellness, if you would like to do some fun dance fitness classes, if you need help, advocacy, or you're looking to empower other women in your community, contact me. My phone number is 203-286-3410, and my email address is onyxrestorativejustice@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much, Dionne Adessa, for having me on.
You're so welcome. But one more thing, we can't leave out the men then. We talked about the women. What about the men?
Oh, the men.
What about the men?
Well, I mean, the thing is that some of my services definitely can, go for either or. I just focus on women of color because I feel like women, especially black women, are the core of all. So they deserve all of the focus. So, then what we do as women resonates out, to our men. So, and our children and.
So we're the core, the foundation.
Absolutely. So that's where I focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. However, if you're a man and if there's something that resonates within you or your son, or maybe a woman or a girl in your life, reach out to Ayana and big her up and all the things there. Yeah. So you're listening to Busy Radio 103.3 FM. I am Dionne Adessa. This is the Connect to Jam show. We just had Empress Ayana Nadera in the studio sharing her wonderful empowerment services. Alright, so now we are going to go back into some juggling. We're going to turn it up a bit more and give us a call here. The number is 860-734-3800. Let me know what's going on. If you want to shout out yourself, shout out someone, give us feedback, whatever the case may be. We love you. Let's stick together and make this thing work. Connect to Jams. Dionne Adessa. What a bam bam.
That was excellent.
You like
Yes, I had such a great time. Yes, I feel like we got a lot in a little bit of time. Yes, I loved it. Thank you so much. I feel like I covered like a lot of what I do and stuff like that, but I wanted to talk like about, I do have a few little things I want to talk about because I want to get into like some of the stuff you're talking about, that emotional intelligence. I want to get into it. I want to dig deep into that. Not really miss. I would not say that I miss, but if we had more time to talk, I would have expanded on it. It was good. I love it.
Yourself and the
Okay. Okay. That would be the best. I would love it.
yeah, you're in on that.
Okay, I'm so happy. Can I hang out for a little bit? Yeah.
Get the youth